Thank you, John, for the nice introductions. And then always, they are a little confusing, Oregon has like two big universities rivalry, OSU or the U of O. So that's you call the Beaver versus the Ducks, and I'm the Beavers. Also, when I was an undergrad, I was in the New Mexico. Oh, not undergrad, graduate school. I'm sorry. And everyone says, oh, you are UNM, University of New Mexico. And I had to explain, no, I'm the New Mexico State University, So both good school, but, a little bit, they are confusing, but anyway. So that's my little introduction. And I was teaching OSU 30 years, and I just retired last year or so, but I'm going back as a part-time. They need me, so I'm honored to, okay, I can do it for you guys anyway. So I'm going back to the other instructor or the adjunct, whatever, easiest is, just teach one course at OSU from this January 1st. Anyway, so the picture you see now is the front of my artwork. I'm this zooming from my studio, and then this is from upstairs, the pictures. Okay, so let's move on. Anyway, just wait. Starting from showing everything. Anyway, I just go quick. I'm gonna go back again. Sorry about that. Anyway. Oh. Okay. I do the color etchings, and then I like to explain a little bit, like a two-part, basically process and content. The printmakers, already ask, how you do it, could you show me, or how you did these kind of things. That's most of the time, painters probably, or drawing artists, maybe, they don't have a conversation such as things, but printmaker has always that, plus like a regular aesthetics, what does this mean, why you did these kind of things, so that's the, two parts. I like to say, going back and forth. Anyway, so this is my artwork. Number one, I like a figure narrative, has a little bit story, but that doesn't specify, this is from what, no, I just, hit, some interesting stuff and put together the kind of things, this particular artwork, 4 years ago, I made it. I did the figure standing straight is the color, and then background we call negative space or something, sometimes, don't say background, but anyway, the background is the different. So what I did, I printed, like a figure just as is, and then I added a later, my old plate. So two different plates I put together kind of stuff, It doesn't move. Okay. All right. Also, this one is the drawing version. I occasionally do works on paper. So it's not just a print, but the other slightly I change. Okay, it's not the carbon copy, but I just, like a, quiz, like a, find the 3 different points or something kind of things. But anyway, so the background is different. Of course, this one is mixed media drawing kind of stuff, dry media. Sometimes we do the watercolor kind of stuff, but this one is dry, pastel, crayon, what do you call it? Chalk. Anyway, kind of stuff, All right. By the way, these are my favorite format, the big 36 by 24. So if I have a freedom, sometimes there the show restriction kind of requirement, I have to have this size kind of stuff. But if I have a, anything I can do, this is my favorite size, 36 by 24 inches. I can do a lot of things on that space, that's why, And in this format, I like to, I've been adding wings or something fly. So this is the very beginning of the series, Egyptian angel, Isis, I think, background has a lot of wings, and then bottom is the chicken wings, they are here, kind of. All right, I like humor. This is I like a food also embellished, like a figure with a lot of other things, birds, has wings, but they are peacock, feather and a tattoo. But this one is just extra, like I like the some kind of food. Oh, this is, by the way, penguin, tiny penguin there on the plate. This one is a watermelon shortcake or something. It never exists, of course, All right, same series. Now a little bit about the content or like my their interest in the subject matter. They are, of course, as I mentioned, I like a figure, but me from the background Japanese. Yes, I'm still Japanese. Living here a long time, but I think if someone asks, like, who are you? And I think I'm still Japanese. Anyway, so bring a lot of those like a cultural images from there. So these like the fans, and this portion like a kimono issue, I just made up, to tell the truth, but bottom is the Western kind of painting, Velázquez, La Nina, something, the other, coat painter painted this kind of other style. So that I combined a little bit here, the uproots, a little bit Snow White, something, the kind of story. So anyway, it's a mixture. Okay. Here again, wings, and then Isis, again, the Egyptian wings, I think, focusing the figure with the color and a little bit other element. Phoenix, or the, I think, in English, I guess, Phoenix, Thunderbird, I don't know, but anyway, they are kind of bird, and then rest. I put the old plate background. Okay. Any wings? So this one is like an insect, right? Dragonfly, I think. And then this is the what you call cannibal. They are the plant, and it has a little bit insect inside, Wonderland title. Okay. This one has a little bit background, a foreground, and then figure, all color, they are not like in figure, just color and rest in black and white. It's a little different. Or, sometimes I do, of course, Again, now the city, right? And then background here, a little bit, like the reminds of me, right? Later on, kind of like subliminal, what you call the unconscious, the all, very first movie of the Disney. Anyone can help me? The what kind of movie? Like a 1920s or something. They have this kind of, like a mushroom dance or something. Anyway, so that's just
Alice in Wonderland. Is that?
No. Way before.
Before that.
Not Utopia, I don't know, something, the movie, very first, like a Disney's animation movie, but anyway. Oh. Next. Again, the wings. Okay, so I don't want to ponder too long, like only, 50 minutes or something like that. Speed up. Kimono lady. Little wings on the this person, right? And this is the kind of playing card, right? Okay. Tiara, Western, and then we call this, hairpin. We call kanzashi, Japanese, the hairpin kind of stuff. Of course, like these are all Japanese design kimono, right? These flowers are also typical Japanese, I think, Okay. This one's a little complex. Last year's piece or so, the anything fly, right? Again, like dragon wings, drone. This is like the turkey vulture with other birds, kind of like hybrid. I just make up a lot of stuff, it's not really existing kind of things. Okay, has a little colorful. Okay, I tend to get like the more or less. I usually get more, I have to finish it, when I went to stop, I enjoy making image, so keep going more and more. I put background or, like a, here, something there, not leaving just, like a plain blank, kind of things. Okay. All right. Again, half portion, size wise, 24 by 18, I like the, food, Japanese food. If you're Hawaii, you can find a lot of Japanese food, like udon, takoyaki, edamame, green tea. She's messy. They're messy, right? Not clean. This one just, he has a cell phone, right? And then photographing these persons, but these person kind of excited, so they are trying to be cute, right? And then, but the actual focus on the phone of the person who's photographing the not the figure, but behind in the palm tree. So that's kind of like a story, right? Okay. Drawing, how I start. This is just a cheap paper. You can see how cheap, a tracing paper. You can see the bottom, like a spiral thing. So the sketchbook paper, and that's when I see it good, I transfer. But I don't care that cut out the patterns that I add later. Okay, same things, drawing on the prints, right? Okay. Back to the prints, the crane, and then Japanese little girl, let's say, and has a little, butterfly wings and other things in the background, right? Cactus, flowers, mushroom, all these are my favorite, of course, flowers. Birds, right? Background changed, like like a few print you saw it, beginning, same discipline, or the ideas or the process. I print here and here, as a solid, like a group with color, and leave the background blank. And once I finish this color printing, then I start adding what I'm gonna add in the background. So that's how I did it. Okay. More, lots of versions I make. Smaller prints, antenna, right? Little Chinese-ish dress, but not quite, I like a little, I don't know, accessory. Let's say, this ring kind of things, right? Okay, tiara again. Okay. This one, they came from the food we call taiyaki. They are kind of sweet Japanese street food, junk food, we can say, but some of you know, as a night, black beans inside, Just I made it roundish, like accessory, right? This can be four prints different, the separate, but I put together and photographed it. Okay. Cup noodle, right? And then this one is the hat from the many people, maybe they don't know, but Astro Boy, Japanese, very beginning, like when I was a kid, and some of you maybe 60s, you may saw in the TV, that's the helmet, Okay, again, you see the wings here, and this one is the fortune teller, right? That's that kind of like we chopsticks, like we just prove it. I don't know, like those people how they do it, but they can predict predict the future, I guess. All right. So anyway, and then just a camellia, Japanese-ish Asian flower, and then cup of tea, right? All right, me myself right here, the printing or the making plate, messy studio, yes, but no one cares, just me, so it's okay. That's I like it, when I teach the school, always I have to tell in the last 10 minutes, you gotta clean up for next class. And then, they blame on the other student, he made a mess, he didn't clean up. So very, sharing the studio is very challenging. If one person, messy person, unresponsible person, in the class, that ruins everything kind of stuff, but hey, this is my home. And I leave all those things, I try to not let definitely in my pets, that's, I keep the door shut, cats and dog we have, they don't come. Yeah, the acid etching, right? Copper plate, you can tell. This is a little unique grinding. Technique-wise, I make a full color printing most of the time, but the kind of deductive way, I work on the plate. When I'm done the black edition, finish, you have a still black plate, I alter the next color kind of things. Grinding is kind of insane, but it works on me. So here the printing process, black, that I make key. By the way, registration system, like this, has a little bit, outside, has a, like a margin. You want to cut when I'm done. Yellow, how to read it, but there are 2 or 3 shades. Yellow doesn't make a much, deep shade, difference, the hue is very light. So, only 2, 3 different kind of aqua tinting. Okay, then you can make a little darker red or pale red kind of stuff. Black and yellow. When I finish the black and yellow, you still have a plate, that case, yellow plate, I grinding down, polish it, and make a red plate. So I print on this red plate onto those previously you saw the other printed yellow and black. So that's the, let's say 2 color and then black also, but you start seeing the, like the pink or the orange or dark orange kind of things, right? Blue, the last. So pay attention here, like, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue, lightish, medium blue, dark blue, anyway. There you go. 3 color and black makes the basically all the secondary color also. Like this is straight blue, purple, you saw it, you see it. Light green, dark green, and then the red or the orangey red kind of things. So you can create a lot of things without those. My printing process. Selecting the ink is very important. Critical, and how long you etch it. Aqua tint. Basically, color is from the aqua tint. Little bit. I had the little connection or the like the fan or the business with Russia. Like Russia. A few years. So I just made this one, Japanese toy and the matryoshka kind of things in Russia. Okay. Usually I don't do, like this kind of like still life, but I did it. Okay. Western figure, basically, Russian patterns, I think, but Hokusai's wave here. Okay, so that's the show. One of the town in Russia. Okay. Well, it's a big topic right now, but this one like a 13, like a 9 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Everyone says, and everyone knows, where is the biggest city in Russia? It's Moscow. Yes. What's the second? St. Petersburg. So what is the third? No one knows. This is the third city, Novosibirsk. Novo means new. Sibirsk means Siberia, so New Siberia. This one is Ekaterinburg or something, Ekaterinburg, something state museum. Not a big city. 2 years, right before the COVID, I had a show at the St. Petersburg. Erarta Museum. I don't know, Erarta, well, anyway. Nice big medium-sized museum. Not big as the Art Beach, whatever, the big museum there. No, so that's where I did it. Okay. All right. Time. Okay, so here's the little bit, like the homage to the ukiyo-e prints. So you see the difference or the similarity. So that's inspired. You see, I don't copy exactly, just the kind of ideas I just borrow or the inspired. Okay. This one is the Western ideas. This one came from Hopper. Chopsy, right? Okay, you can see a little bit here, Not necessarily, like a 4 prints. It could be one independent, but like I put together 4. This one is this one. Help me, I forgot this one. What the Mane? Mane? Right. Okay. So you can see it. I switched to more contemporary. Here, the cell phone, the TV kind of stuff, orange juice, right? OJ and pancake instead of flour. I like a food better than flour, maybe. All right. You see that element here. You can see the clue here, ideas. Oh, this one is maybe, yes, Magritte. Right. Anyway, now they're my own. They are kimono lady, and this one's I try to not that too much, because I tend, crowd and like a visual element. So I stopped it. So this is the minimum, but try to tell my maximum message or something. So, this open empty like a Zen, there's a meaning empty kind of stuff, but subtle texture kind of things, but anyway, kimono lady and the flower, kind of dried dying flower. That's I did it. Okay. Again, this is a kind of mixed media. Okay, one format, like a blue skirt and this green, basically tulip leaves, and I added other things. Here you can see the tulips. Okay. Chinese zodiac, 12 animals. Okay. Kind of like a mixed media means collage kind of stuff also, and then collage from my prints. I cut my leftover print and paste it kind of things I do. Same things, one of a kind, I painted the, golden acrylic, like the background. Little unusual, right? The figure. The other taiyaki, right? Takoyaki, green color, okay. It's a little bit, they are different, approach. It's unfinished. I stopped it, but 2 copper plates put together, and then irrelevant, but because I work in the same size a lot unit, so I try to find go together. So one plate is like this, other plate like this. I print on 1 sheet of paper. I kind of finished. Color pencil again, the dry media. Okay. One of a kind, yes. Fan I make just for fun. Handmade book, I do. Artist book. Okay. This one really unique, they are the book, but when you open it, it turns like a big sheet of, like a artwork, So this is the book portions, and then open it front, back, or the back and the front one way or another, 18 by 24 image. Try to finish. Sorry. Yeah, okay. This is the end, but many of you know me, and then I just do myself, they are not for the anybody, but they are just exercise every day. One artwork I post on the Instagram, so that's my name. You just search Hiratsui, you see my name, and then some of you already, you guys, my friends, or watching every day kind of stuff, so that's kind of image I post every day kind of stuff, and I just gonna have fun, I guess. That's all my talk. I don't know, too long or too short, but John, you can moderate, or you can, traffic the rest of the time, I think, Okay.
That's perfect. So
Yeah. Any
thank you,
questions?
Yuji.
Anything? Yeah. I'm happy to answer, do my best, or it's about time, or I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, we can take some questions, and